Why are video streaming services like Netflix and Disney Plus experiencing slowing growth? And more importantly, what does that mean for your subscription business? Hi, I'm Robert Skrob, and this is the video series that teaches you how to make your subscription business be unleavable. What is the key mistake that Netflix is making that is slowing their growth and preventing them from moving forward? And most importantly, how does the kind of Me Too, all of the subscription businesses trying to follow the Netflix strategy, force them into making the same mistake? All that and more, but first, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so that you see future videos and like this video to make it easy for others to find. Subscription businesses are growing, and certainly 2020 was a banner year for video streaming services, like Netflix, like Disney Plus that launched that year. What great timing, right? But now in 2021 and in 2022, Deloitte in their report called "As the World Churns," and they're predicting increased churn rates for video streaming services through 2022. And yet these services continue to invest more and more money into creating content. I work with subscription businesses all the time, and actually there were two this week that came to me for the first time, and man, they both are positioning themselves as this Netflix model. You see so many subscription businesses out there making this same mistake. They're trying to be the Netflix of home repair. They're trying to be the Netflix of business marketing, trying to be the Netflix of entrepreneurship, trying to be the Netflix of cooking or the Netflix of scuba diving. And they take all of these videos and all this content and they make it available at a discount. Know that Netflix didn't make a profit until their banner year in 2020. They have had negative cash flow until then. And they've invested tremendous amounts of money into content. I'm not sure why an entrepreneur on their own would try to follow that strategy. It might sound cool. It might sound neat, maybe with you're trying to talk with investors, but creating vast amounts of content and offering it for one low price is a disaster in terms of cash flow. It's just an absolute challenge trying to spend enough in order to acquire new subscribers, which we have a video that talks about Netflix's brilliant marketing strategy, and they're still the only one doing this. And certainly if Disney Plus had followed Netflix, and they still may, in terms of this strategy, they have the opportunity to continue their ascension and will, I'm sure, ultimately pass Netflix because of the power of their brands and the power of their characters are far greater than what Netflix has. And we may be very well seeing peak Netflix today because of the business model that they chose to pursue. Now, look, when Netflix started, it was a tremendous arbitrage opportunity. You'd open up Netflix streaming. We're talking about the streaming app. I understand about the DVD side and was a DVD Netflix subscriber for many years. When you became a Netflix digital subscriber, you would open up the dialogue and there were all these tiles of movies that you could see. And maybe one was Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and maybe another was Independence Day with Will Smith. Another one may have been Caddyshack. And each of those tiles within the Netflix user interface benefited from years of experience on the part of the viewer. It benefited from the positioning that those were movies that you were going to go see in a movie theater. Or they were DVDs that maybe you bought for $20. Or they were DVDs that you went and rented at a Blockbuster store and often had to pay late fees when you didn't get them returned on time. And so when Netflix came in with this $12 digital subscription, there was a huge arbitrage opportunity. It was tremendously less expensive, way more convenient, and you saw the value of each of those tiles because each of the tiles benefited from a multi-million-dollar marketing campaign explaining to you what each of those tiles was, and perhaps even years of experience where friends had told you about, oh my gosh, have you seen that movie? Oh, it's great. You need to make sure you go see it. Now, all of a sudden, there's a whole inventory of those movies, and you can watch them at your convenience. That was a tremendous benefit. The next tailwind that Netflix benefited from was the cut the cord, group, where they were using Netflix instead of cable, so that they, rather than paying $200 a month for cable, you could get all the stuff you could watch and more for $12 or $13 a month. It was a huge savings and a little bit of a stick it to the cable company sort of mission that then also benefited Netflix. Now Netflix finds itself battling one streaming service versus another. And they also are creating so much new content, they have the challenge of making you appreciate each of those tiles. And of course, they put tremendous marketing campaigns behind titles like The Crown and Queen's Gambit. They put marketing campaigns behind those so that their viewers will appreciate them and want to watch them and keep their Netflix. Now, when entrepreneurs create their own Netflix you don't have those same arbitrage effects when you roll out your business. When you might have a lot of great videos, a lot of great content within your library, but each of those pieces of content don't benefit from a multi-million-dollar marketing campaign. And so it's crucial that as you onboard your new subscribers, you build the value of those videos so that your customers want them and they see this in their mind's eye. They see that, oh my gosh, this would cost so much money for me to try to get on my own, and yet this is giving me a huge one-stop shop place to go ahead and get all of this. And if you don't do that, you're going to experience inordinately high churn rates. And not only that, you're also going to have to spend relatively as much on generating new content as Netflix does. It's a tremendous treadmill that you're running fast that Netflix is on. And it's a huge treadmill if you get into this business of Netflix of survival, Netflix of marketing. It's a huge treadmill to try to continue creating new content. And not only that, to build the value in that content for your subscribers. The first time they're bored or the first time they're like, meh, this isn't all that great, they're gone and they'll no longer be your subscriber. It's much easier using one of the other 9 models within the publishing business. And that's why I published this book, The 9 Proven Models for Exponential Subscription Growth. And I really want you to make sure you have a copy because it can be a real game changer for you in your subscription business. The book is available on Amazon and it's also available for free at 9provenmodels.com. This book will walk you through each of the models, including the Netflix model, so you can see how that works and why it works and how to grow that subscription business. And then also 8 others, which may be a much better fit for you and scaling your business if you're not looking to invest tremendous amounts of money and time into this treadmill of creating more and more content and then also communicating the value of it. There's 8 other ways you can run a subscription business and be a lot happier off. If this video has been valuable to you, make sure that you subscribe, like the video to make it easier for others to find, and let me know your comments. What do you think about the Netflix model and how to use it? What other examples have you seen of entrepreneurs using the Netflix model? And what advice do you have for others who are trying to launch a subscription model and have great success? And until then, I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Be Unleavable Subscription Growth.